Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now it's gone. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And look at this defense for the Vikings. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Now Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try to keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Bashal Tutin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a handoff running for the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. That's taken in, Isaiah Bond. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. The give, right side for Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. At the 12-yard line. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Gone. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Vikings nothing.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Vikings at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. That they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, that is incomplete.
was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
A 40-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Gibbs straight ahead. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, McCarthy. A dump off for Mason.
McCarthy's pass.
You talk about this Lions defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this out past the 40.
A 7-yard gain. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's McCarthy. And that's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 79 Bronco. 18. Buck Dragon 60. Check. Check.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And it is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 46 yards. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I'm going to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. You start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw is Goff. Open man, that's Bond. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And at his size, he's a smaller back. He can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
It's right.
Like 20.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, kill. go, whoa, go.
Now Goff. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Lions have regained the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet. But we've been 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together. And we're capable of doing so.
The Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just know is going to be because the best quarterback receiver combos now, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something really play, and they got it done there.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Achane here. They stay on the ground. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. There's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. He'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if it was to bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
We're good. 2 for 66.
Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
19,
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. 18-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's taken in by Bond.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
A 7-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
The final shot before break here. Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
It's a gain of 3.
And now 2 yards to go on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 time.
Now McCarthy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
2 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
His kick
After right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
16-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Room past the 35. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that was one I kind of saw coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On play action, now McCarthy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots, They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 76.
Quickly to Addison here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Jefferson.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Vikings have opened the lead up to 30. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that's it. Grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were going to real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive will have the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here's Goff. Goff had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
21 yards. And the Lions, 1st down.
Throwing again is Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he's taken down inside the 30.
17 more yards. That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
70 Lions, go!
McCarthy operating from the gun. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go right here. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hands it off out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Ready? Bravo 80. 19 Lions.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. There's Allison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Lining up for the
Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52. Lions 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Open man, that's Bond. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
15 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Now gone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6.
Go! Head to 60. Head to 60. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Check out.
Now McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. After the interception, here's Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. It is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They got another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Lions
again, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 24.
52. Lions 28.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Trap 60. Here we go, sack.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Addison hauls it in. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tackle the 2 balls. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
76. Tonight. We're good. Maverick.
From the gun, here's Goff. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Back to throw,
Goff.
Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a second and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Goff. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
To the air again. Goff. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
One last throw here for Goff. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
It's a turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long. Just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home. Stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, win and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better. Yeah, better when I wanna get better. Better when I wanna get better. I'll get better when I wanna get better. If you do it.
Stay with me, you ain't gotta go, you can with me. We can hang out, do the day with me. You tryna be a man, it can stay friendly. We could do the beach, we can hang out. Yes, her and the E go to my house. You can spend the night till we wake up. Do it all again, cause it ain't mud. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need thing is I don't want you around if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that...
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, ugh, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule.
It's so typical and visual, I feel like the one. Yeah, I wake up every morning and thank God for my lungs. Cause I'm breathing so good, I know I don't have to run. When you're looking this good, no one can tell you to jump, to swim. Yeah, I'm trying to ride the wave, I'm trying to get me paid. I'm trying to move and shake, I'm trying to walk away. I swear my wrists are great, I'm getting used to change.
Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so
These restless eyes of mine will sit in to my heart and sugar. In a jumbled life of glitter, dream hit concrete, mind all jerk up. Tend to think in 1,000 thoughts, I'll pop through north till the voice get bored. Endless stairs in a sinking door, I search for things I don't need no more. Baby, I'm typically every day, can't call it shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state, the worries daily. But if I link my G's, it goes away down honey lane. I gallivant with darling, baby, jet, jet, jet.
of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Face of a model, that's so typical. Body of a Adonis, that's so typical. Tail like a god, ugh, that's so typical. And he's still modest, so typical. Don't wanna talk about it, so cynical. So cut it out like a umbilical. Don't wanna risk the ouch of the ridicule. It's so typical.
the night. I'll tell you all the story about the Joker and the thief. I said, that was all